news, Tegler.
Wow, speaking of Ed Sheeran plans to fly between
that's
Asia.
Not Ed Sheeran. Bumba class. Go on.
Ed Sheeran plans to fly between Asia and UK every week during his tour. Jesus. The Bad Habits hitmaker is set to hit the road on a 3-month run of Japan before taking his live show to Thailand, Singapore and the Philippines. And he's decided to make regular trips back to the UK to be with his wife, Cherry Seaborn, and their 2 daughters.
Yeah, that's long, bruv. Sorry. That lets me know how much money that guy has, man. To be able to...
It's not even... Is it just about the money?
What do you mean?
That's tiring. That's a lot of work to be flying up and down. Just bring your wife and daughters with you.
He's doing...
that, if you have money, then that's what you do.
Nah, but they're in school. They're kids. They're in school. You know, he's probably flying private as well. Not probably. It's Ed Sheeran. He's definitely flying private. Funny story. I was getting my visa for America, for the Ezra boys, maybe 2 years ago, and at the embassy, the American embassy, I was behind these 2 loudmouths. These 2 guys, white guys, were just making noise, you know, in the queue, just making lots of noise. And then I just overheard them, and they were basically, long story short, there's no fun to the story, but they were Ed Sheeran's lighting tech and the rest of his crew. And I was just like, these guys definitely are flying like well. Yeah. Like, I'm sure when you're at that level, you're flying well. Ezra take care of us as much as they can when we're flying about, but it's still strenuous. It's still very tedious flying about back and forth to places. You know what I'm saying? So I can only imagine that putting more stress on him physically and mentally. Yeah. I can't see that being a good idea.
And it's different time zones. You're going back on a... it's not right. I think what he should do, and he's got the money, get a private tutor, bring your children, and bring your family. It's a 3-month tour. You can do that for 3 months.
Yeah, I mean,
flying back and forth and it's going to affect your show.
It's going to affect the show. Oh, do you know what's cool though? Guess who's playing drums for Ed Sheeran?
Who? Yusuf Dave?
No, not Yusuf Dave. What's his name? Our guy. Do
I know?
Hercules. Not Hercules. I forgot his name now. Oh my gosh. He plays. Yeah, he plays with him all the time.
Oh,
Dexter. Sorry, Dexter. Not Hercules. Dexter plays for Hercules, which I think is cool. He's just
really?
You say Hercules? You mean Ed Sheeran?
Hercules. No. There's another drummer called Hercules. Yeah, Dexter plays for Ed Sheeran, which is amazing because I've seen his progression from afar. As I said, I'm one of the UK drummers that not the UK drummers don't know, but I'm just over the hedge watching everyone. I was like that guy in the Bible that had to climb on the tree because he couldn't see what was going on. It's like, but Dexter, I'm happy for him because that's a massive gig.
Please let the people know who Dexter is.
Dexter's a UK drummer. He's for me, he's one of the first drummers that had his own sound. I've always said, but this is another debate, I've always said for UK drummers, a lot of UK drummers have a UK South London stiff vibe and flavour, and when I was growing up I was always looking for someone in the UK that had their own sound and kind of sounded very fluid and American. You know, it's everyone wants to be an American drummer. It's like, you know, they have the chops, Calvin Rogers, Spanky, you know, but he was the first that had his own sound and it was smooth and he looked good when he played. It's very important the way you look when you play as well for me. Like, that's what inspires me, and he's probably one of the first drummers that I was like, yo, he's got it. He could go toe to toe with some of those guys overseas, and for him to get that Ed Sheeran gig for me is just like, that's putting us on the map. That's putting some light on the UK. So big up, Dexter.
Cool. What's next?